In my last video, I explained why your home is not an investment, and now I want to share why even if your home has gone up in value, it doesn't mean that you've made money. So let's assume that you bought a house for $500,000 and the annual average price increase is 3%. Now, I don't want to hear any of this, but my home went up by 20% last year. That is not normal, not healthy, and not to be expected long term. Since 1900, the average annual home increase has been about 3%. So that means in 5 years, your home would be worth about $579,000. If you sold at the high, it may seem like you've made $79,000, but you haven't. Your first expenditure would have been home maintenance, which is expected to be about 1% of the value of the home every year. That's $5,000 a year times 5 years, so $25,000. You've also paid property taxes. Let's assume those are about 1% a year, but they could be more. That's another $25,000. Now, you have also paid interest on your mortgage, and over the 5-year term, you would have paid about $68,000 in interest. This is at 3%, and I know rates are much higher right now, so I'm giving here. If you live somewhere with land transfer taxes, there would have been another like 1 to 2% in fees on top of that. Let's go on the low end and say $5,000. To sell your property, you're probably going to hire a realtor. That's going to cost you 5%. 5% of $579,000 is about $28,000. Now, these fees alone have amounted to over $151,000, not including any mortgage insurance that you would have had to pay if you put less than 20% down. And now lastly, let's not forget about the opportunity cost of your down payment. If you had to put that down payment into investments instead of into your house, you could have had that grow to over $40,000, with $15,000 of that being free money. This means you're not actually up $79,000, you are down $72,000. And if you include the opportunity cost there, you're actually down $87,000. This isn't to say that buying a home is a waste of money. I personally prefer home ownership. And this isn't to say that you can't use your primary residence to build massive wealth. You did something like flipping your property or house hacking. This is to say the way that most people buy their properties, with the minimum down payment, holding for the short term, based on emotion and not wealth building strategies. Even though it might look like on paper you've made money, you likely have not. I teach you about money. Follow for more and check our link in bio to get started.